175 grain, and you've also got some 168 grains you're going to load up. And we're going to weigh each and every one of these. So what'd you do here?
So we're getting your gun set up here, see how long the throat is before we're touching it.
Last Minute Man, and we are back at the studio. I'm here with my good buddy, Mr. Obvious. Say hi, Mr. Obvious.
Well, hello.
And today we are doing part 2 on the B-14 Wilderness Sierra. And what are we going to be shooting today, Mr. Obvious?
Oh, we got
all kinds of
stuff. We're going to try to see what it does.
So we're going to do some factory loads, some hand loads. We've actually got 2 very, very tight tolerance hand loads that Mr. Obvious did, and they are out of Fireform cases. So we're going to give this thing every single opportunity to shoot excellent today. So as long as I do my part, she should be shooting pretty good. But without any further ado, Mr. Obvious,
well,
let's get out and shoot.
Get out and shoot.
All right, so we're sitting here with this B-14. We've shot a Fowler shot just to see where I'm hitting. Now we're gonna put it on paper over there. We'll have a picture-in-picture up. But I'm shooting just this bulk IMI 150 grain. And we'll put 3 shots on target and see what happens. All right, here we go. All right, didn't look too tight. The picture-in-picture is going to show it though. And at the end, we'll take it out and mic every one of these shots, and you'll see the groups. But let's move on to our next one. Okay, so the next stuff we're shooting is this BBM. That is Bravo, Bravo, Mike. And this came from Rural King, right?
Yeah.
So these are 168 grain. And I know nothing about these, but this is a Full Metal Jacket boat-tailed. So
that is Winchester, it says on it.
Okay, so we'll shoot it and see how it shoots.
Yep, there you go.
All right. Ooh, okay. Oh, that stuff shot pretty good. Yeah, so I'm actually shocked. But yep, so we'll move on to the next one. Okay, next we are shooting this 175 grain IMI, and this does have a Sierra Match King bullet in it, and that's an open tip match. And I'm hoping these shoot well because I get these things pretty cheap. So, and you can too. But all right. And this bolt is so smooth. Oh, no, it's not shooting good. I hope that wasn't me. want to throw one more in it, but because I think I flinched, but it is what it is. So that doesn't look very tight. But we'll go on to the hand loads. Okay, now we're doing some of these 168 grain hand loads. So Mr. Obvious took his time weighing out every bullet. We'll see how she shoots. And of course, I pulled one, I'm sure, because the first two were touching, but it was still shooting pretty tight. So let's get to these last hand loads.
All right.
All right, now we are finishing up with these 175 grain Nosler. And these, again, Mr. Obvious weighed all these out, and everything is perfection.
Yep.
So, or as close to it as we can get.
Yep, that's the Nosler competition there.
All right. Open tip match, right?
Uh-huh.
So, here we go. Okay.
Slide that up in there a little more.
All right.
There you go.
Okay. And I think that's a pretty tight group there. So we'll get down there and look. Of course, we'll bring them out. And we maybe reached the limitations of my capabilities off sandbags. So the shooter is part of this whole apparatus here. And I would not call this sturdy. But I'm done with excuses. It's shooting pretty good, I think. But let's get back for an AAR.
All right.
Okay, Mr. Obvious. So the first one, we got 1.24. I'll just show you guys. Okay. We got... Actually, I'm going to say that's 1.38 there, Mr. Obvious. 1.38. And that's the IMI. And we are on this 0 we are 0.93 on that. Let's make sure. And so you can see we are zeroed. That's 0.93. And that was with the BBM 168 grain.
Yep.
So I'm actually really impressed. This is a bulk ammo. And you getting in there good, nephew? He says, that is a bulk ammo, and that shot pretty good. So that IMI 150 grain, you know, even though we're just over 1 1/4 on that, that isn't bad for a bulk. I mean, guys, this stuff's like 88 cents a round. So that's pretty cheap. Now, this one I was really impressed with. We bought these at Rural King. Now, this was around 2021, wouldn't you say, Mr. Obvious? And they were selling these, it was like 75 cents a round. So I went in there and bought as many as I could carry, and Mr. Obvious came right after me and bought what was left. So we bought a bunch of this. I'm tickled pink with that, and that is a full metal jacket. So that's .193. Now this was the IMI 175 grain, and these are a Sierra Match King open tip match. This, I think I choked here, fellers, but you know, it is what it is. So we are at almost 1.5. We're at 1.47. So I would not call that a success.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, I do believe I choked there. I think I did, honestly, on some. I think a lot of this was me. So we're here. We are at 0.75 on this. You can see I'm center to center. Oh, well, center to center there, 0.78. So I'm trying to be precise because we got guys every once in a while, and I love the comments, folks, but every once in a while we'll get comments and they're like, you didn't shoot that. That's not the group you got. And I'm like, okay. So we're pulling the calipers out. Guys, we're on the up and up here. And this was the
168 grain.
168 grain hand loads.
Sierra.
And that was a Sierra Match King as well. Mm-hmm. Now this was the one I was hoping would shoot the best. And these were, because I've got some factory loads coming that are Nosler competition. And this is a 175 grain
Nosler
competition as well. So we're back to 0. And I think I choked here, folks. Sorry about that, but we're at 1.01 on that. 1.01. So we're just over an inch. And I got to be frank with you, that was me. You know, I'm going to say guaranteed that was me. So, all right.
Yep.
So my best groups were with your 168 grain hand load and with the 168 grain, just that bulk ammo that we got from Royal King. And we are back with our after action report. And what do we have to report today, Mr. Obvious?
We're going to report a gun that's going to shoot. It is going to shoot.
It actually shot pretty good. And I was just saying to the nephew there, when you're calling a 3/4 inch group a bad day of shooting, you know you're being a little too picky. So, no, the rifle shot well. I know I pulled on a couple of those shots. And you can actually go back and watch in the film, and I might flash it up. That last shot on the 175 grain Nosler there, I slapped the trigger.
Yeah.
And I can't believe I did that.
You've done that a couple times. You let your finger off the trigger and come down and boom.
Yeah, I choked.
Yeah.
I choked. I was wanting it to shoot so tight, so badly that I psyched myself out a little bit. But that's what happens, man. That's why competition's very difficult. And I am no competition shooter.
It's all about
I would not.
Good shooting gun, and you got to have trigger control.
Yeah,
if you want to shoot
really
tight
do.
groups, you got to learn to have trigger control.
Yep, and today I choked, but it still shot good. You know, in spite of that, it did shoot good. We'll do some more with this. I'm going to get some basic hunting loads and shoot out of it, and we might stick it in a lead sled to take human error out of it, and or I'll just try to make a better group out at 400, see how I do. But yeah, man, I'm actually tickled with it. It shoots great.
Yeah.
That trigger is hair.
Yeah.
You know, that is a light trigger.
Yeah, this gun here, now you got to realize we're cleaning it on every shot. So
Every third shot.
A gun's really not going to shoot good till you dirty that barrel up.
We're still doing the break-in. So we're following the specs. It's kind of funny. You'll watch a lot of videos and guys will say like, I don't do it. You know, they think it's unnecessary. And I used to be one of those guys. But let me tell you, the engineer that designed it is not gonna tell you to do something that's gonna make it shoot worse. You may say it's unnecessary, but that's kind of, I always liken it to the newer vehicles are running. I remember when 5W30 was the new oil everybody was running in every car. And I remember the old timers, nah, you got to put 40 weight in it. Got to put 40. Well, it's an overhead cam engine and you're putting 40 weight in it and the oil's not getting to the top of the motor. And people were having some problems. So the engineer's not going to tell you to do something that's going to break it. So anyway, maybe it's unnecessary to do the barrel break-in, but I'm going to do it and just dot every I, cross every T. And like I said, this is a long-term review on this. I'm probably going to keep this thing forever. For me, this will be heirloom. And we've got some more coming, not just with this rifle. We always talk about the best at the barbecue rifle, and I mentioned one in particular in the last video, and I'll be dipped if Mr. Obvious didn't go buy it. So
ready to go.
So he's ready to go with that. Comment below if you know what it is, but it's also a B-14. But he went a step above as far as more to the competition side. I wanted this more as a general purpose, general use rifle. And if I can shoot sub MOA with it and it be a general purpose rifle, even the better. So I'm tickled with it. I really am.
Yeah. I'm going to get on USA Midway tonight.
Midway USA.
Midway USA. Mr. Bobby Green recommended a load with 130 grain bullet, so I'm going to see if I can find that tonight, and I'm going to order that.
Yeah.
Then we're going to repeat that load out of this gun as well as the upcoming rifle that we're going to do.
Yep.
So
we will do it
and see what it does.
And again, we love the comments, guys. Keep them coming. I really do. I love the back and forth. Even when someone disagrees with me, that's fine. You know, I like to go back and forth and reinforce either my opinion or maybe I change my opinion, and I have done that. But if you've been drinking, please wait till the next morning
before you comment.
We've had some guys. There's been some wild ones.
Yeah.
So and that's just all of a sudden out of nowhere has been popping up. That's okay, guys. You keep them coming. I'll take the hate too. It's all right.
Go get my jug of Fug It All.
Yeah, someone got into it.
Somebody got into my jug. But anyway, send some comments on the powder for 130 grain.
Yeah, we were using 4064. Today. That's kind of your favorite.
That's kind of my favorite in here. The 4064, man, it just, out of all of these 308s, it's pretty darn good.
And that was another comment I got, actually. A guy was saying, why do you guys only shoot 308s? Well, one, we don't get paid to do this. These are our own personal rifles. And I enjoy shooting a 308 for multiple reasons. One, I use them in the military, and I feel very safe and secure with my 308, so it's got a sweet spot for me, and I'm never not going to use the 308. I love them. That being said, the benefits of it are low cost of ammo, availability of ammo, and it doesn't wear out barrels.
Barrel life, that's a big thing. I mean, we've done 6.5 Creedmoors and stuff, and people get them.
22 250s even will wear a barrel out.
Yeah.
And you're pushing some hot pressures through something, and you will wear the barrel out. And but 30-06 and 308 seem to really not overwork a barrel. So I mean, it's nice. I like shooting them. Not to say I don't like other stuff. Of course I do. 6.5 Creedmoors are going to give you a lot of benefit, you know, especially shooting tight groups. But I like a 308. God help me, it's just the way I am.
Yeah.
So.
I'm trying to find me a cutaway barrel too. I need to find a jump barrel.
Oh show them how you do your reload.
So I'm going to we're going to do a video on that. I'm still trying to find the barrel, jump barrel. So. Yeah, we might get a burner phone or something someday.
We got some stuff coming. We got some interesting stuff coming, and we appreciate all of you. Keep the comments coming, like I said. And with that, everybody, remember, keep your knives sharp, keep your powder dry.
Subscribe to Last Minute Man, and watch us on
Rumble.